It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Mets and the Atlanta Braves. The Braves try to lock down their 14th consecutive win. Coming up next. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Ahmed Rosario becomes the first out of the inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Pete Alonso is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slide.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Noah Syndergaard will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, when you think of the power arms in baseball, this is the first guy you think of. Noah Syndergaard, big, strong guy, throws 89 to 93 mile an hour sliders. That's right, sliders. His fastball, anywhere from 97 to 101 miles an hour. Power fastball, power slider, and a terrific changeup. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Grounded to the right, fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm excited to get a chance to see that left-handed hitter, Freddie Freeman. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen in the league that can swing the bat well and hit home runs, but he was at the top of the heap. I love watching him swing.
The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
The 1-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Markakis will round it at first and head for second now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see there they're just one place off the top spot in the NL in that category. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. The 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first, but not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And that misses for ball 4 to Freeman as he'll work the walk. Acuna digs in now. Career numbers versus Syndergaard. He carries a .308 batting average. He also has 1 home run. First delivery to him on the way.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
The 0-1 pitch. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Acuna is really a rare talent in this sport, a true 5-tool player, as they say, which means he can make an impact in a game at any time. Really a joy to watch, not someone you want to take your eye off of.
Yeah, this guy's worth the price of a ticket. Just to watch his tool set, but not only that, the way he grinds at the plate, the way he battles defensively, this guy is one of the true superstars in our game.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. We've played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Back now from Truist Park. Second inning coming up. But first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I am hearing that heavier rain is expected to pass through the ballpark at some point later in the game. The umpiring crew would, of course, like to get this one in uninterrupted, but it is possible that we could be looking at some sort of a delay if they determine the weather is impacting the play on the field.
All right, Heidi, thanks. We'll hope for the best, of course, but guys, you have to assume these players are probably going to be impacted by this weather at least a little.
Yeah, Matty, 100% it's going to be bothersome. They're going to have to watch their spikes. They're going to have to maybe gather themselves to get that extra grip on the baseball. But from a position player standpoint, you just can't lose focus. Starting pitchers are the ones that are going to have the most problems with it.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
And another foul ball. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The left fielder, number 52.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Scooped up, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnik. Cespedes is off of first with 2 away. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, and foul. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. A little bit outside, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. And this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone! A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. As the Braves get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll take a look at ball 1. For the current campaign, Flowers carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-1. Is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. At the plate, Charlie Culberson.
Batting 7. Not shortstop, Charlie.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Strike taken up in the zone.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Now at the plate, Austin Riley.
Third baseman, Austin.
First delivery to him on the way. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
Welcome back to Truist Park, home of the Braves, who have proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Heidi.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got a good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
In now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone!
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Flowers over to his left, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now the 2-1 pitch. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to. Coming to the plate now, Mike Foltynewicz. He'll start things out against Noah Syndergaard as this inning is underway. In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
A swing and a ground ball to third, and this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Nick Markakis stands in as he looks at a called strike. On a rope to the second baseman. Throw back to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings in Freddie Freeman. As a look, now the pitch.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Marisnick on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Welcome back to Truist Park just outside Atlanta as we send it down to check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Count now a ball and a strike. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the belt, the pitch.
1-1.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Wilson Ramos stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. 1-0 the count. Hit on the ground to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ronald Acuna is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. And that is through into right field for a single.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside of baseball and drive it the other way.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in the grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Cespedes on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and next to bat will be the catcher Tyler Flowers. From the stretch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Pitch inside, the throw, and it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Looked to me like they anticipated him trying to swipe that bag. I mean, the pitcher shortened his delivery to the plate, but it didn't make a difference in the slightest. He still swiped that bag.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Oh, and he can't hang on. And there's out number 2. Two gone now in the Braves half of the 4th, and that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. Here comes the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty changeup. Great arm action on it and bury something in it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Braves strand 1. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Jake Marisnick. Tried to check. And it's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just missed above the zone. To short. Right to him. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up to bat next, the pitcher, Noah Syndergaard. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings. But interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Their count now at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Ahmed Rosario waits on deck. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Stepping in, Ahmed Rosario. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that last at bat, Natty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Austin Riley. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
Strike taken up in the zone.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
2 strikes.
This is swung on and bounced to McNeil at second. In time to first, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Ozzie Albies, last year's recipient of the Silver Slugger Award for NL second baseman. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And you can see there where he ranks on the Braves team leaderboard. Currently tops on the ball club in that category. So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And standing in, the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. And the runner back safely. He's set, and the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
2-0 now. On its way is pitch number 75.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Here's the 2-1 home. A swing and a miss there, 2-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
2-2 now to Markakis. Swung on and chopped up the middle, and behind the back he gets his man at second to retire the side. Wow. Both teams battling the elements. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the third baseman, J.D. Davis. In there, strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in, Jeff McNeil. A hit in 2 tries so far. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. And that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Score remains. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman.
Now the pitch.
Freddie Freeman.
Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Line drive to center field. Marisnick has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Well, he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally, an ugly swing right there. He's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Line towards center field. Marisnick is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The left fielder, number 20.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Now in the box, Michael Conforto. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings.
Up next to the net.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Too high.
The 1-0 home. In the air, down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Lays off 1-0. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. Still tied. Ready once again, Tyler Flowers. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. In there at the knees, strike one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. Stepping in for the Braves, Charlie Culberson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1 home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Next to bat for Atlanta, Austin Riley. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
It's really hard to work deep in the games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Lays off. 2-2 now. And he lays off, so it's full now. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Robinson Cano is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm. A base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Culberson.
Up next for the net.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count. 0-1. And he falls behind. 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. Softly hit here to the left side, but gloved by the 3rd baseman for the out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Rosario makes a move for first. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. 2-0 now. In his career, McNeil is hitting .320 right on the dot, so he's certainly a threat with the bat in his hands.
Matty, this is one of the best out there.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will. Dylan Betances is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Dylan Betances.
Ender Inciarte is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. That's lifted the other way out to left. Cespedes is there. Makes the play. 1 away.
second baseman, Ozzie.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Albies with a 1-1 count now. A 1-1. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Lifted in the air to center. Marisnik is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down. Shane Green will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. All set to start the ninth in this one, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. 2 balls and no strikes. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Now a cut fastball finds the target. 2-1. A shot down the first baseline. And a great start to the ninth, as this ought to be extra bases. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
The 0-1 swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's real.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
The left fielder.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Albies takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Here's Jake Marisnik, and he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third, 2 men out. No balls and 1 strike. Right side. Albies picks it up on the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Fouled away.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with all speed.
The 0-2 home. Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
The left fielder.
Digging in once again, Marcell Ozuna. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
You know, it's funny, I can count on one hand the times I was able to actually go to the plate and think home run and hit a home run. I wish guys would just focus on getting into their rhythm at the dish, trying to hit the ball hard and let the chips fall where they may. When they try and hit home runs, it usually doesn't happen.
One ball.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out. Eduardo Nunez is up off the bench to pinch hit here, so we'll see what he can do to begin the extra frame. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base safely here in extra innings.
That's why I always said, Dan, there's no justice in this game. This guy watches 2 pitches over the heart of the plate and then gets a knock on a ball way out of his zone.
Boy, you said it. There's no justice in baseball, D-Row. It's just us. Takes 2 pitches right down the middle and then swings at one off the plate.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
None out, runners at first and second. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Markakis is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. So here's Jeff McNeil, and clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. Will Smith comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead with a run here in the 10th. So here's Pete Alonso. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. He went down on strikes last time up. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Fouled off. But Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Paul Sewell enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A 1 pitch on its way. Soft liner to the right side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Charlie Culberson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Digging in, Austin Riley. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strike. Adam Duvall will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 23. Adam.
And he takes ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. That evens it up 1-1. Duvall, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very...
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.